Taylor Swift and Justin Bieber, two of the biggest names in pop culture. On paper, their worlds should have collided harmoniously. But for anyone who's followed celebrity drama closely, there's one undeniable fact. These two were never on good terms. And caught in the middle of it all? Selena Gomez. First of all, subscribe FameShade channel to get juicy news daily. This isn't just about broken friendships or social media shade. According to fans, Taylor Swift may have finally exposed what many suspected all along, that Justin Bieber was using his on-again, off-again relationship with Selena Gomez as a way to keep himself tethered to Taylor's world. And the theory? It's a lot deeper than it sounds. Let's start with the basics. Taylor and Selena have been best friends for over a decade. Their friendship has survived breakups, drama, and even fame itself. Selena has called Taylor her only industry friend at one point. So when Selena kept getting back with Justin, despite the public heartbreak and emotional damage, many wondered how Taylor really felt. Publicly, Taylor tried to stay quiet, but who could forget the infamous moment when she made a disgusted face as Selena and Justin were seen together backstage? Or the subtle but pointed comments during her interviews, comments that seemed harmless at first, but took on a whole new meaning once you looked at the full timeline. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Fans believe that Justin, aware of Taylor's disapproval, deliberately maintained his connection with Selena not just out of love, but out of strategy. Being with Selena meant being adjacent to Taylor, staying within the orbit of someone whose influence shaped much of the industry. And whether intentionally or subconsciously, Justin may have known exactly what he was doing. Think about it. Selena was part of Taylor's squad. Taylor was at the peak of her power in the 2010s, dominating awards shows, controlling narratives, setting trends. Justin's alignment with Selena put him just close enough to that inner circle to benefit from the image, even if Taylor didn't approve. But that closeness came with a cost. According to fan theories and body language breakdowns, Taylor wasn't just uncomfortable with the Selena relationship, she saw it as toxic. From cryptic lyrics in her songs to pointed jabs during interviews, fans believe Taylor was trying to send a message. You deserve better. And it wasn't just about protecting her best friend. It was about integrity. About standing up to someone she believed was manipulating emotions for image control. As Taylor's own feud with Scooter Braun heated up, and Justin came to Scooter's defense, lines were drawn in the sand. Taylor's camp versus Justin's camp. And Selena stuck in the middle. In Part 2, we'll dig into how Taylor used lyrics, interviews, and even award speeches to subtly, but powerfully, expose what she really thought of Justin. Was it revenge? Or was it her way of protecting the people she loves? If you thought Taylor Swift was staying silent about Selena and Justin's rocky relationship, think again. She may not have named names, but fans believe she's been speaking volumes all along. And in classic Taylor fashion, her strongest statements were never on Twitter. They were woven into her art, her speeches, and her carefully worded interviews. Taylor's reputation for storytelling is unmatched. Every lyric, every award speech, every cryptic social post, it all serves a purpose. And if you look closely at her timeline, you'll see a pattern that fans have dissected for years. Take her 2014 album, 1989. While it's mostly about new beginnings and emotional clarity, some fans think songs like Bad Blood and Clean carry dual meanings. Clean, in particular, is seen by some Swifties as not just about escaping a relationship, but about watching someone else finally walk away from toxicity, maybe even Selena's own entanglement with Justin. Then there's the infamous moment at the 2013 Billboard Music Awards. Selena and Justin were caught backstage having what looked like a romantic exchange, and as Taylor walked by, she stuck her tongue out in apparent disgust. It went viral. For many, it was the first unfiltered glimpse into how Taylor really felt about the on-again, off-again Selena drama. Taylor has always positioned herself as fiercely loyal. Her inner circle, famously known as the Squad, has long been filled with women she publicly supports. So when Selena kept returning to a relationship that seemed emotionally harmful, fans believed Taylor used subtle tools, like lyrics and red carpet body language, to voice her disapproval without crossing the line of public shaming. In 2019, the feud between Taylor Swift and music executive Scooter Braun exploded. Scooter had acquired Taylor's master recordings, something she called her worst nightmare. Who publicly defended Scooter? Justin Bieber. This moment turned a simmering tension into a full-blown Cold War. Taylor posted a lengthy Tumblr note calling out Scooter, and she included a screenshot of Justin mocking her online. Fans immediately interpreted this as Taylor drawing a definitive line. If there was ever a chance at public peace between her and Justin, it ended that day. Meanwhile, in interviews, Taylor continued to avoid naming names, but she dropped consistent phrases like standing up for artists, not letting powerful men silence women, and defending your truth. Fans saw these statements as more than just career commentary. They were deeply personal, likely directed at both Scooter and Justin. And through all of this, Selena never publicly picked a side, but she didn't have to. Her silence during the Scooter feud was loud. Her continued friendship with Taylor was louder. And when she released her emotional ballad Lose You to Love Me in 2019, Taylor was one of the first to cheer her on publicly, calling it a perfect expression of healing. Years have passed since the height of the Selena chaos, but the echoes of that triangle, Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez, and Justin Bieber, still linger in pop culture. What started as a messy breakup between two young stars grew into something much more layered. A tangled web of emotional ties, power dynamics, and silent wars between some of the most influential names in music. So where do things stand now? Selena has clearly evolved. After years of emotional highs and lows, she's focused on healing. Her documentary My Mind and Me showed fans a raw, vulnerable side of her, a young woman wrestling with fame, mental health, and the burden of loving too deeply for too long. And when she dropped Lose You to Love Me, many believed it was the final chapter in her story with Justin. Even Taylor Swift commented on the song, calling it Selena's best work and praising her for her bravery. As for Taylor, she's not looking back. Since her feud with Scooter Braun and Justin's involvement in it, she's only gained more power and influence. Her era's tour broke records, her re-recordings of her old albums shattered streaming platforms, and her once controversial reputation has turned into a cultural renaissance. Fans believe she took the lessons from the Bieber drama and the industry battles and transformed them into some of the most powerful music of her career. But what about Justin? His life, while more private now, has had its fair share of turbulence. His marriage to Hailey Baldwin has faced intense scrutiny, and despite moments of joy and growth, there have been signs of struggle. Justin has spoken publicly about his mental health, his regrets, and the weight of fame. He's admitted to past mistakes and how he treated people, how he behaved, and how fame warped his sense of self. Still, one thing remains uncertain. Has he truly left the past behind? Fans point to subtle hints, like avoiding questions about Taylor, barely acknowledging Selena's music, or posting vague emotional messages as evidence that some wounds may never fully heal. And even though there's no official beef anymore, the energy between the camps remains icy. Taylor and Justin don't interact. Selena and Justin are no longer in contact. And any hope for reconciliation seems long gone. But maybe that's okay. Because in the end, this wasn't just a celebrity love triangle. It was a lesson in loyalty, in knowing your worth, and in walking away when things no longer serve your peace. Taylor stood by Selena. Selena found her voice. And Justin, for all his flaws, seems to be trying to grow. So maybe the real takeaway is this: not all stories need a happy ending. Some just need closure. And sometimes silence says more than any headline ever could.